Chuck, wanted to take a moment here and review the lesson we had the other day. Take a look here. I got you actually bending over here, putting the tee in the ball, putting the ball on a tee, getting ready to hit a shot here. But it's a pleasure seeing you again. I thought it was funny. Funny the fact that you knew my sister. I mean, that was funny. And she said, getting a compliment from you meant everything. So thank you. And she says thank you to us. She wanted me to tell you, said hi, and hope everything's doing well. But as we take a look here, right here in the beginning, we work primarily on two different things. First thing, or actually three different things, but the first thing was kind of minor, and that was initially your setup. When you look at your stance here, what we initially see, you can see that your feet are drastically wide open, or not wide open, but very close. And when we see that they're very close, we can see that your body is aimed up over here to the right side, or you're out here by the tractor out here picking golf balls. Second, shoulders are pretty well square, but third, width of your stance, very wide, not allowing you to make that turn, get that weight back to the right side like we've seen. And what we said was kind of an issue and kind of a thought that we looked at here. Another thing, second thing that we worked on here, as you take the golf club back, we worked on this position right here, trying to get you to make a good shoulder turn to the top and not allow the hands to get very upright, to intersect between the shoulder and the head. It allows this club to get so far in a dominant position with his right hand. Big difference here. Look at that position here. You have nowhere to go but directly down and over the top. And watch your hands just follow that line down through. Watch that club. Look how wide open this club face is right here. Wide open. That ball's going to do nothing but start off here and go like this. And that one there we didn't see exactly in the face because I only get so far on the takeaway. But that was a big difference because you can see how the club just gets very steep. Body turns it right over, very up and down. Look at that. It's like you're chopping wood with those hands as that club comes down and through. So, first things first. Try to get you into a little better stance, a little better position, a little better ball position. So, when initially I set you up to it here, be straight up, use the lines, use the parallel lines here to get you squared up to it. Now, as you watch this and as you look at it, what we see is that the shoulders are lined up, hips are lined up, knees are lined up, and then consequently, that right foot can come a little forward, but for the most part, the body, in a nutshell, is lined up the way we'd like to see it. Now, second, when we flip you around here, I'm going to erase those lines there and kind of show you this here, just to show you that width. Look how wide, very, very wide. When we see that position, that is dramatic. So when we look at someone that's tall like yourself, I'll use Dustin Johnson as an example. Look at the difference between his stance and your stance. You take your instep of your right foot and line it up to the sky. Take the instep of your left foot and line it up to the sky. Your body doesn't even fit within it. Whereas with Dustin, lines up right with his right shoulder here, and then vice versa here with the left. And that's what we like to see. That's about the furthest I'd like to see the feet spread out when it comes to the driver, but definitely a little bit narrow than what we see here on the left-hand side. So because of that, we get here, get you back into position. You can see a much better position, especially as you set the club down. See a slight tilt on the shaft where I want the hand slightly ahead, trying to get you squared up position here. Trying to think about keeping that left hand right in front of that left thigh, inside part of the left thigh. So that's the stance. That's exactly what we're squared up, shoulders, hips, feet, all squared up to the target line. 2, hands, width of the stance, better position. Great position overall. So next position that we talked about here, we talked about a few things, went back and forth, and, still talked about rotation of the forearms coming through, talked about different things, and nothing seemed to quite really click until we got to this position here. Now, when we got to this position here, what we seen, or what worked out the best, it seemed like, was right here. Now I'm going to flip you back around here and go right here. Now you obviously see that the stance is a much better position than what we see on the left-hand side. So obviously, first and foremost, that makes a big difference. So where we're here, so what we talked about here, I want you to start taking the club back, feeling that left shoulder, feeling that weight for the most part turn back to that right-hand side. Now because of that, you can see here, you turn that shoulder back and almost feel like as you turn that club back, that left club is going up over your right shoulder instead of picking the club up. Look at the dramatic difference between these two positions. This is night and day here, Chuck. Night and day, sir. So you're here, a little bit more angle on the club. That's about as far as I want you to take it. Whereas here, you can see you wrap it down and around your head. Much better position. Two positions to look for when you see this here is that right hand in this left picture, very dominant position, very easy to get that club going down the line and over the top. Now over here on the right hand side, what we talked about here, what I wanted you to do is I wanted you to drop that right elbow dead into the side, and then I wanted that right hip to get swinging, kind of that rotation through. So it looks something like this here. I think you did it in this picture, otherwise I might have to get you a different one. Bam. Come down, bring it right down to it. So right here you go. This is what I want to see. Up. Look at the two different positions on the club halfway down between your picture on the left-hand side and the picture on your right-hand side. See how that picture on the left, the club is a lot steeper, a lot more upright, whereas this one here is that quote-unquote lag that we hear about. And as your body turns through, look at the two different positions here. Picture on the right-hand side, the body is behind the ball, swinging up, sweeping that shot, or act like we are what they call sweeping the shot when we're hitting up on it, where the ball, gets some height and gets up in the air, goes straight as an arrow. Whereas here we're hitting down like an iron, ball starts left, turns back to the right. So here, good swing, club finishes out in front of you. You can definitely see the difference here where the club in this position, the club's going across the body, left-hand side, and then you finish up and through the golf swing. Big difference between these two finishes here, Chuck, night and day. So as you did this and as I worked with you here, you can kind of watch yourself as you turn back. This is the second position here. We're here, or I should say this is the third position we talked about here. So the second position, obviously, getting the club up and over that right shoulder, getting laid back a little bit. But look at the difference between these two positions. Where's your weight at here on the left-hand side? We look at this right leg. Look at the difference between that right leg there and this right leg. Night and day difference. You turn that weight back. You've got the shoulders back behind the golf ball. That's what I want to see. It gets that weight up off that left side, turns it back, and then as you turn down, you'll kind of see that position there. Look at the drive. You can see his position on the right-hand side. It looks like that you are still trying to sweep up and sweep the ball here. This looks like you're trying to hit down and chop wood, like on top of the ball. Big difference between these two positions here, Chuck. Great job here. I think this is where we start to really click, where really start to feel the difference between the two. But as I pan out, and I'm going to get into a bigger screen here, and that's what I want to show you here. Down, get that right elbow to the side, get that hip turning through. Now, as it looks like here, it's just a stance, get this ball here. This is what I want you to feel. As you take the club back, you get up. I told you I want you to feel like that club stays back on it. Club turns out. We turn through. Look at that club finishes down the line. Right there, Chuck. Night and day. Good swing. Beautiful swing. That's what we want to see. So that club is extending out down the line, hitting that tee out there in front, and the club finishes up and over that left shoulder. Whereas keep look over here, and this is where you were just a second ago here. And watch, see if that club finishes down and through that left shoulder. Big difference there. Look at them hands. Night. Do you see how your hands literally came across your body on this right-hand side? Here, they finished out towards the target and then up. Here, they came over to the left. Night and day. Great swing here, Chuck. So sometimes as a visual aid, use some dowel rods here out in front. You know, put them out here. Gives you a target where you're aiming at. You're trying to hit it through the field goals, as an example. But it's that positioning here that I want you to feel as you swing back and swing through. We get up to the top. Feel that that club kind of fall a little bit. Don't get so upright with it. And let that right elbow drop into the side, turn down and through. So as you do this, what we're wanting to see and what we're trying to feel is just, sorry about that, had to take a break there. As we come through here, and like I said, you know, the biggest part here, Chuck, is trying to get those, we looked at two things. One, getting you in a better position with those hands, weight back on this right-hand side. Two, getting this club where this club was not as far taken over the top of your golf swing, like this on the right-hand side, night and day difference. Look at those two different positions. Just kind of look at that. Big difference. You're swinging from this position here rather than way up top here. Watch how that club comes down. You come way outside compared to here. Club comes down. And look how your shoulders are turning through, body, hips. Everything is coming through impact. Big difference between those two swings there. You're behind it on the left instead of being ahead of it on the right. So, Chuck, what I want you to do here, kind of feel that position at the top. Pause each time you swing it until it starts to feel a little more comfortable. When you're at the range, nice, easy, slow swings, back and forth, feeling that weight transfer back. Better stance, better setup, narrower stance than where we've seen, carrying on down through the whole swing. And then keep it consistent. Any questions, by all means, I want you to give me a call. 314-724-6539 or shoot me an email at michaelwyattgolf@gmail.com. Thank you, sir.